And we spent our due date in the hospital, but we weren't there for us. No, we weren't there for us. My father-in-law was in his 80s, and he tried to drive, and he went the wrong way down the driveway, smacked into a tree in the flatbed, and he had to get emergency brain surgery. And for the first time, I seen love in a man's eyes. He didn't know if his dad would die or his firstborn would be born. Yeah, which one would come first? 'Cause it was my due date. We were in the hospital for something else. And they cut a square into his skull, and they had to drain the blood. And I was having a couple of contractions. Oh, but honey, please don't have this baby now. I don't know if my dad will survive through the night. And oh, God, my husband was begging God, please take the stress away from me. And that's the first time that I ever seen love in a man's eyes. Yeah, love in a man's eyes. Yeah, that's the first time that I ever seen love in a man's eyes. Ooh, love in a man's eyes. Ooh, 'cause he didn't know if his daughter would be born or if his dad would make it through the night. Yeah, my husband was praying to God. He said, please let me see my only child be born. And don't let my dad die. Yeah, don't let my dad die. Ooh, God, I really need you now. And then his dad said, I'm alright. Yes, son, I'm just fine. Don't you worry about me. You just keep worrying about your wife and baby. Yes, son, you're gonna be a dad, and your wife's gonna have that baby. And don't you ever leave her. Don't you ever lose her sight. Yes, son, God's got me, and I'm gonna be alright. That's when he started laughing, and my husband said, Dad, that's not funny at all. And then they stared at each other, gave each other the biggest hug that I've ever seen. Yeah, and that's when I seen love in a man's eyes for the very first time. Yeah, I seen love in a man's eyes for the very first time.
Mandy Latson, but my maiden name's Gibson, just like the guitar.